Nobody said it was easy. That's why you shoot 1,000 three-pointers, make 300, study all night, then shoot 1,000 more. Get straight A's. Keep practicing. Be a good friend. Push through it. Make the playoffs. Graduate cum laude. University Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the West Coast Conference. From earning interest to getting a loan, our rates beat the competition because we believe your bank should work as hard as you do.
Family values, reputation, community. These aren't just buzzwords at Rusnak. We've earned our stars. In fact, our customers give us an average rating of 4.8 online. That's one reason people continue to choose Rusnak BMW. And if you're tired of hearing no cars here, we have new cars arriving weekly, including the X5. So if you're ready to start hearing, yeah, we have that, click or call us. Rusnak, it's that easy.
You know, I'm trying to change the game. I'm born and raised in LA. In so many different cultures, everyone has a word for kind of the cool uncle. You know, I'm everybody's uncle and I'm going to treat you like family at my firm. Insurance companies, defense counsel, all these guys, they don't care about you. They want to get out of having to pay you $1. I'm here for the people. You don't want to ever go into a fight where the other side has a lawyer and you don't. All I want to do is be the LA lawyer go-to, and I'm here for everybody.
I wanted to wake up to the sound of the ocean.
Sun and surf. That's what we were looking for.
But the moment we arrived, we found so much more. We found beauty.
We found adventure.
We found a place we'll never, ever forget.
This is NCAA College Volleyball featuring the Waves of Pepperdine University. These Wavescasts are a production of the Pepperdine University Department of Athletics and Galen Entertainment. Welcome into Firestone Fieldhouse on the Pepperdine campus in Malibu. I'm Al Epstein as the Waves get ready to take on the Rail Splitters from Lincoln Memorial in this opening night 2023. Well, the Pepperdine Waves 19-10 last year, and they're coached by Jonathan Winder in his very first match as the head coach of the Waves. He's a former Pepperdine All-American from 2005 through 2008. And the Waves high expectations for this coming season. And tonight the Waves take on a solid team, Division II school in Lincoln Memorial. Their opening match, and last year they went 20-7. They're coached by John Cash now in his 6th year. Well, they turned the lights off for the starting lineups for tonight's match. And for Pepperdine, with a brand new head coach and a number of newcomers, for Pepperdine, they will start on the outside, Joe DeLuzio and Cole Rossick and Jalen Jasper, the 4-time All-American. In the middle, Akina Akinwumi and Anderson Buller. The setter, Bryce Dvorak, he's also an All-American. And the libero is Trey Cole. Head coach is Jonathan Winder. He's assisted by Matthew Pollock and Hardy Woolridge. For Lincoln Memorial, playing their first match, and they're going to be out here on the West Coast for almost a week, and they brought a lot of fans with them. They will start on the outside. Justin Sharpenaker, along with Cole Camposano and Johan Negron. In the middle, Matthew Gentry and Zayden LeBreche. The center will be Cole Cooch, and the libero, Atia Solomon. Head coach of Lincoln Memorial is John Cash in his 6th year. So Lincoln Memorial, who has been a dominant program in Division II men's volleyball. In fact, they have won the Independent Volleyball Association 4 consecutive years, including last season. They do not actually have a league. There are 11 schools that play in the IVA, And again, Lincoln Memorial, a strong program. Just to show you how good they are, last year they beat a ranked Loyola Chicago team, and McKendree also ranked in the top 15. And last year, Lincoln Memorial was ranked for a number of weeks through the ABCA poll. The Waves, they'll be moving left to right in this opening night. We got a crowd of around 400 on hand at Firestone Fieldhouse. It is a small facility that seats about 3,100. And with a very rainy and cold and foggy night here in Southern California, it certainly would cut the crowd down. On this Wednesday night, we hope everybody had a great holiday season and looking forward to the new year. Our officials for tonight's match, the up official will be Tony Cham, one of the best in the business, and the down official will be Troy Gravitt. So for the Waves, they will receive to start things off, and Lincoln Memorial, a strong serving team last year. The Waves go over the middle, Fuller with the hit. It is covered by Lincoln Memorial, and then on the outside, it is Shea Spendoro, a 6'4" freshman from Oviedo, Florida, getting the start. So for Lincoln Memorial, bit in transition. They've got some newcomers, but they also have some experience coming back. It will start Kuch at setter, Scharfenegger on the outside, Solomon will be the libero. And over the middle, nice block up front by Lincoln Memorial on the outside, another big block up. And diving save there by Jasper of Pepperdine at the net. They fire it down, but knocked down by Anderson Fuller, along with the Waves, Joe DeLuzio. Waves also a strong serving team. And for Pepperdine, a good blocking team last year. They went 19-10, won the MPSF tournament. One of the most historic men's volleyball programs in the country, as Dvorak delivers, and with a quick hit is Gentry. Matthew Gentry, 6'7", redshirt junior from Hudson, Ohio. He's a top beach volleyball player and actually was named to the U.S. national beach volleyball team this past summer. LMU, Lincoln Memorial out of Harrogate, Tennessee, about 60 miles north of Knoxville. Population around 4,300. The enrollment at Lincoln Memorial is about 4,400. And tuition at this private school that was founded back in 1897 is around $23,000 a year. We're tied at 2 in set number 1. Back row tapped over there. The Waves able to cover. Outside Jasper with the kill. Jalen Jasper, 6'7", four-time All-American, spent 3 years at Stanford. In 2017, Jalen Jasper was the National High School Player of the Year. He wears number 23 for Pepperdine. It is the best 3 out of 5. First 4 sets to 25. You must win by 2. There is no cap. And on the outside again, driving it as that hit goes long, out of bounds. And that is Spadaro. Pepperdine up 4-2 in the first set. If it goes to a 5th set, they will play to 15. Again, you must win by 2. And there is no ceiling. Out of the back row, tapped over. And Pepperdine the offensive. Hit there. Diving save again. Boy, Lincoln Memorial has come out ready to play, and the Waves certainly cannot look past this Division II school. Spadaro once again with a save. They go outside to Scharfenegger, the left-hander. Waves on the backside. Jasper puts it down. Jalen Jasper out of Annapolis, Maryland. He was a top basketball player in high school as well. And for Jasper, we figure big numbers this year. A nice set by Dvorak. Got a couple of All-Americans on this Pepperdine team. Jasper, an All-American. Dvorak, the setter. Nice block up front by Jasper and Fuller. Fuller is 6'9", out of New York, and the ball tipped and goes out of bounds as the Waves, DeLuzio can't quite come up with it. 5-3 Pepperdine in set number 1. Waves in their orange, white, and blue. And for Lincoln Memorial in their blue and white. And John Cash talking with his team in this first set. Well, you can just see the intensity and energy from Lincoln Memorial. And the service there, and Pepperdine will get the ball back. 6-3 Waves. In fact, again, a lot of fans from Harrogate have made the trip, and it's about a week-long competition for the Rail Splitters. They'll be at Santa Barbara the rest of the week. They'll play UC San Diego tomorrow. There's an attack error by Gentry missing, and the Waves up 7-3. And then on Friday they'll play UC Santa Barbara, ranked number 7 in the nation, and then Cal State Northridge on Saturday, and then go home on Sunday. So a lot of fans from Harrogate, Tennessee making the trip over the middle. Gentry, but the Waves keep it alive. Outside, and we get a whistle. Going to get double contact against Pepperdine, and a point to Lincoln Memorial. Pepperdine, also a small private school that sits in a one-of-a-kind location that overlooks the Pacific Ocean in Malibu, California, home of the rich and famous. And the enrollment at Pepperdine is about 8,000 students, but the tuition's around $77,000 a year. Outside, Jasper pounds it, and it's covered by the Rail Splitters, and driving is Camposano. Waves control. They go backside and knock down once again right there defending. Great job by Cooch, the center. He's an honorable mention All-American for Lincoln Memorial. In fact, with Lincoln Memorial being ranked last year, was the first time in the history by the ABCA that they ranked a Division II school. You just get the feeling Lincoln Memorial down the road will go to Division I men's volleyball, as Division I men's volleyball is evolving greatly over the last couple of years and in the future. There are now 7 conferences playing Division I men's volleyball. However, 31 of the schools are Division II schools playing Division I. There are 29 schools, Division I, playing Division I men's volleyball. There's a total of 60 schools now heading for an NCAA championship in May. 8-5, Pepperdine, and 7-1 outside Camposano. Cole Camposano, 6'3" senior from Louisville, Kentucky. He led the Rail Splitters last year with 211 kills. And there you see a strong arm. 8-6, Pepperdine with the lead in the first set. Waves currently come in ranked number 5 in the nation, with Hawaii number 1, followed by UCLA, Long Beach State, Penn State, then Pepperdine off the blocks. Shaylin Jasper. 9-6 Pepperdine in the first set. The Waves are playing the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation with the likes of UCLA, USC, Stanford, Brigham Young, Grand Canyon, and Concordia, and the Waves are picked second in the preseason poll, only to UCLA. Firing away over the middle is Will Eichen, the 6'9" senior from Dayton, Ohio. Well, Eichen getting the start and gives Lincoln Memorial some size up front. Last year, the Rail Splitters, and once again, they're probably the favorite to win the IVA, the Independent Volleyball Association Division II, which are 11 schools compete. There's service here by Camposano, side out Pepperdine. Last year, Hawaii won the national championship, beat Long Beach State out of the Big West. MBSF, always really strong. This is Akin Wumi, firing that great serve, the 6'5" junior. Waves will in transition, tapped over by DeLuzio. Solomon is there. Outside, it is Spadoro. On the other side, Jasper. Oh, nice cover back there by Camposano, and then he gets the tap over. Pepperdine again, DeLuzio goes cross court, and the shot is good. Joe DeLuzio, who was a reserve last year, as was Akin Wumi. Akin Wumi is 6'5", actually listed as a senior out of Rancho Palos Verdes, but has a vertical of around 40, 42 inches. I mean, he really gets up the ladder. And a great serve, but well handled. Spadoro once again, and the shot no good. The freshman missing. Pepperdine 12, and Lincoln Memorial 7 as we get a timeout taken by the Rail Splitters. We'll come back. You're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network.
Family values, reputation, community. These aren't just buzzwords at Rusnak. We've earned our stars. In fact, our customers give us an average rating of 4.8 online. That's one reason people continue to choose Rusnak BMW. And if you're tired of hearing "no cars here," We have new cars arriving weekly, including the X5. So if you're ready to start hearing, yeah, we have that. Click or call us. Rusnak, it's that easy.
Welcome back into Firestone Fieldhouse in the Pepperdine campus in Malibu. Waves off to a good start, up 12-7 in set number 1. And Pepperdine setting 231 and Lincoln Memorial 053. Neither team with the service ace, however, the rail splitters with 4 service errors. Diggs 9-6 Pepperdine, and the Waves led by Jalen Jasper with 3 kills, and Shea Spadaro for Lincoln Memorial has 2 kills, the freshman. So for Lincoln Memorial, and again, they've had such great success under John Cash, now in his 6th year, record of 78 wins and 39 losses, a winning percentage of 67%. He's a former high school coach at Miami East in Ohio. He coached the women's volleyball program at that school and won 2 state titles. He also has coached tennis, baseball, basketball in high school. He's a graduate of the University of Dayton back in 1995, and John Cash is a very good athlete. Played minor league baseball with the Baltimore Orioles from 1990 through 1992. Waves serving, and over the middle is Eichen once again. Will Eichen in the middle at 6'9", 12-8 Pepperdine with the lead. Eichen last year only played in 6 sets and had 9 kills. So he's greatly improved, and again, when you're playing a number of Division I schools, as Lincoln Memorial is to start this season, you go with a bigger size as they clean things up on the Pepperdine side. In other sports, the Rail Splitters play in the South Atlantic Conference, where there are 13 schools, and they've been in that conference since 2006. Play with schools like Wingate and Limestone. Last year, the Rail Splitters, we mentioned they beat Loyola Chicago and McKendree, 2 ranked teams in Division I, but they went to Hawaii and played 3 matches against the defending national champs. Waves able to score, too hot to handle, and it's 13-8 Pepperdine. They also played Ohio State last year, Lewis, and we mentioned the win over Loyola Chicago. So it's a good challenge for Lincoln Memorial to find out how good they are, and it would appear they are going to be very good. Service errors, side out to the Rail Splitters. Again, that IBA, it's not a league, it's an association. You've got schools like Lincoln Memorial, Limestone, Alderson Broadus, Carlo, Tuscaloosa, amongst others. 11 schools overall. Pepperdine, although they play in the Mount Pacific Sports Federation in men's volleyball, as Jasper again puts it away. And we talked about UCLA, and Pepperdine with a great history in men's volleyball, 5 national titles, second most all time. Their last in 2005 when Jonathan Winder was the starting center. And of course, Jonathan Winder now, his very first match as head coach of the Pepperdine men's volleyball program. Over the middle of Fuller, but knocked down by Eichen. Tapped over there by DeLuzio. Eichen again rejected by Fuller, who's also 6'9", and then Jasper's block goes out of bounds. All right, both teams strong at the net. 14-10 Pepperdine. With the Waves having 5 national titles, only UCLA has more, and they have 19, but they haven't won one since 2006. You see Jonathan Winder, who was a 6'8" setter from 2005 through 2008, 4-time All-American, National Player of the Year in 2007. He was kind of like the Magic Johnson of men's volleyball at 6'8", setting. Point for the Rail Splitters once again. Boy, attacking with Gentry and Eichen. And you see the block up front, and then with the stuff there, it is Gentry. 14-11. The Waves have the lead, but the Rail Splitters coming out very strong in this one on the outside, Jalen Jasper. So that's the one thing that the Rail Splitters don't have to try to stop a Jalen Jasper. Former high school national player of the year in 2017. His dad, Ivan, played football at the University of Hawaii and is currently the offensive coordinator at Navy. And Jalen's mom played basketball at the University of Hawaii. 3 years at Stanford, now in his second season with the Pepperdine Waves. The reason Jalen left Stanford because Stanford was going to drop the sport a couple years ago, and then the alumni booster stepped up and kept the sport. But by then it was too late. Jalen had made the decision to transfer, and for Pepperdine, a big player of impact. 15-11 is the Waves able to get the point. For Pepperdine in other sports, they play in the West Coast Conference, and you know all about Gonzaga, Brigham Young, St. Mary's, San Francisco, probably one of the strongest mid-major athletic conferences in the nation. Dvorak able to run it down, and then the kill by DeLucio. So Joe DeLucio coming up. He was a reserve last year, but greatly improved. 6'6" redshirt sophomore from Windermere, Florida. 17-11 Pepperdine. We get a timeout taken as the Waves on a bit of a run, and Pepperdine currently hitting .286 in set number 1, and for Lincoln Memorial they're hitting .080. Last year the Rail Splitters hit .294, held their opponents to just a .180 hitting percentage. Pepperdine last season hitting .327 as a team, held their opponents to a .291 hitting percentage. Waves 18 NCAA appearances. They made the tournament last year, lost in the first round to UCLA. But again, the Waves out of the West Coast Conference and other sports, where they take on the likes of Gonzaga and Brigham Young, St. Mary's, San Francisco, Santa Clara. In fact, Pepperdine men's basketball team is home tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against Santa Clara, and we'll have a Waves cast of the WCC Network as you look at John Cash in his 6th year. And speaking of men's basketball, boy, Lincoln Memorial, the Rail Splitters have an outstanding men's basketball team. They're 13-1 this year. And sure highly ranked. All right, the Waves up 17-11. Jalen Jasper leading the way, 5 kills on 8 swings, no attack errors, and hitting .625. And Jalen also with 4 digs. Waves will be off for about 9 days. They won't play again until Friday night, the 13th, when they take on Edward Waters, the Tigers out of Jacksonville, Florida, a Division II school playing Division I. Campusano outside, going cross court. And trying to read those blocks and the size of Pepperdine, and Akeem Wumi, who's listed at 6'5", but he plays like he's 6'7", 6'8". And Matthew Gentry, the middle blocker. And the U.S. National Beach Volleyball team. A good jump serve, Waves. It hits up into the light fixtures. Akeem Wumi tries to get it over, but comes up short. And a point to the Rail Splitters. 17-13 Pepperdine. Jonathan Winder, who came from Fresno State, where he was the head coach for 4 years of the women's volleyball program. He was an assistant at the University of Washington, their women's volleyball program, for 3 years. Actually, he coached at Pepperdine for 1 season on the men's side in 2014. Oh, the block up front. Eichen and Campusano. By the Rail Splitters with their crowd. And they're pretty fired up, as well they should be. And the team along the sidelines, you just see the energy for Lincoln Memorial. They're trying to come in and knock off one of the top programs in the nation in Pepperdine. 17-14 Waves, but here come the Rail Splitters. Gentry with a good serve, the overpass by Pepperdine on the outside. Campusano knocked down by Akeem Wumi, and Jasper takes something off of it. Waves, DeLucio goes to Jasper, finds it down. Jalen Jasper, 18-14 Pepperdine. For the Waves, we'll have Jalen Jasper at the service line. Get a player of that caliber, 6'7", graduate senior, high toss and delivers. Good serve, and the Rail Splitters cannot handle it. An ace for Pepperdine. 19-14 Waves. Jasper last season had 27 service aces, 378 kills, and hit .315. Got to remember, he's always looking at double and triple blockers. Another ace for Jasper. Waves last year out-aced their opponents 157 to 102. They were an excellent ball handling team and a solid blocking team. And they figure to be just as good this year under first-year head coach Jonathan Winder. We talked about Coach Winder, played with the Waves, a four-time All-American from 2005 through 2008. That one gets away, inside out to Lincoln Memorial. And for Jonathan Winder, he was the National Player of the Year in 2007, the National Freshman of the Year in 2005. It was the last time Pepperdine won a national championship. He played professionally in Europe and was on the U.S. national team from 2007 through 2012. And firing away is DeLucio and got it, going deep in the corner. 21-15 Pepperdine. The Wave serving, I mentioned Jonathan Winder playing professionally, played in Germany, France, as well as Great Britain and Greece. Rail splitters outside, firing away. Camposano, he's a good-looking outside hitter. 6'3" senior from Louisville, Kentucky. 21-16. Rail splitters hitting just 138, and last year were hitting 294, but again, against Division II competition, Waves hitting 292 for the match. Dvorak over the middle, Akin Wumi knocked down by Eichen, and then from the outside, DeLucio, but we get a whistle. Going to be a violation against Lincoln Memorial and point to Pepperdine. Boy, Eichen has been a presence early on at 6'9", already with a couple of blocks and 2 kills. You see John Cash once again along the sidelines. Akin Wumi fires away the overpass. Pepperdine, Dvorak goes cross-court, DeLucio, and got it. Boy, the Waves, it all started with the serve, put a lot of pressure on Lincoln Memorial, and then the overpass in the Waves with the great set, and then getting the kill by DeLucio. 23-16 Pepperdine. Akin Wumi again and missed it wide, and the ball goes back to Lincoln Memorial. Named after the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. And Abraham Lincoln was a very prominent attorney, and he decided to run for president. But in his youth, he worked as a rail splitter, and went as the rail candidate running for president, and obviously worked. He won the presidency. Tapped over by DeLucio, knocked down again. Right there, Sharpenacre. This time it was Gentry helping out defending. 23-18. I'll tell you, Lincoln Memorial is not going to go quietly into the night. This is a very good team, and as we mentioned, eventually we would think, and with all the expansion of Division II schools playing D1, I think Lincoln Memorial will eventually be there in men's volleyball. Jasper knocked down by Gentry, but it goes out of bounds, and the Waves will get the point. Set point number 1 for Pepperdine. 24-18. And for Jasper, 6 kills already, 4 for DeLucio. All right, this is Sharpenacre with the hit. Pepperdine Cole to Dvorak over the middle. Fuller puts it away, and Pepperdine wins. Set number 1, 25-18. The Waves take a 1-0 lead. Teams will change sides. The Waves at 3:33. And for Lincoln Memorial, 133. We'll come back with set number 2. You're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network.
Basketball game versus BYU. For more information or to register online, please visit pepperdinewaves.com/HCU. Nothing beats the power and excitement of live events like Ticket Smarter. For tickets to your favorite sports, concerts, and theater events,
Nobody said it was easy. That's why you shoot 1,000 3-pointers, make 300, study all night, then shoot 1,000 more. Get straight A's. Keep practicing. Be a good friend. Push through it. Make the playoffs. Graduate cum laude. University Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the West Coast Conference. From earning interest to getting a loan, our rates beat the competition because we believe your bank should work as hard as you do.
Life is uncertain. Everyday pressures can feel overwhelming. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal. With CalHope's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it the most. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
Getting help for your mental health is easy with CalHope's free resources. Make a game plan today by calling. Getting help for your mental health is easy with CalHope's free resources. Make a game plan today by calling 833-317-4673 or try the secure and confidential live chat at calhope.org. Well, Pepperdine captures set number 1, 25-18, take a 1-0 lead. Teams change sides. And the Waves in the first set, they hit 333 and Lincoln Memorial 133. As you take a look at the Pepperdine bench along the sidelines, got a good crowd, probably 300 or 400 on hand on a very cold, wet, and rainy and foggy night here in Southern California. They say it's going to get even worse tomorrow, then should clear up on Friday and Saturday. At Lincoln Memorial, led by Shea Spadero with 3 kills, the freshman. Lincoln Memorial blocked Pepperdine 7-3, but the Waves had 13 digs to Lincoln Memorial 7. And Pepperdine led by Jalen Jasper, the All-American, 7 kills. He hit .545. Joe DeLucio with 4. Lincoln Memorial got 3 from Shea Spadero early, and Cole Camposano had 3 kills, topping the rail splitters. Our officials for tonight's match, the up official Tony Chan, the down official Troy Gravitt. Glad you could be with us on this Wednesday night. And tomorrow night it will be Pepperdine Santa Clara men's basketball. We'll have a Wavecast on the WCC network. For Pepperdine men's volleyball, they're home on the 13th, Friday the 13th, lucky or unlucky. It will be Pepperdine against Edward Waters out of Jacksonville, Florida. 6 p.m. versus serve, and we'll have a Wavecast on the WCC network. Well, we start set number 2. Bryce Dvorak, an All-American, 2021. He was the National Newcomer of the Year. A 6'4" junior, really one of the best in the nation. He led the Waves with 51 aces last year. Got a strong left arm. Waves blocking up front, Anderson Buller. Buller at 6'9". A real present for Pepperdine. He's a 3-year starter. Buller last season with 89 blocks, second on the team. Got 127 kills, but hit .467 in the middle. Waves on the offensive. Dvorak outside. DeLucio off the hands of Sharpenacre along with Eichen. 2-0 Pepperdine. But somehow that first set seemed to be a lot closer, and yet the Waves winning it 25-18. There were only 2 ties and 1 lead change. Dvorak again rocks and fires. Nice cover there by Solomon. Sharpenacre with the hit. Dvorak able to control. It goes to Jasper, who pounds it down. That is the setter, Cooch. They go back to Sharpenacre, goes inside, and the ball going out of bounds. Defending, Cole Rossick, the 6'4" redshirt sophomore from Huntington Beach, getting the start. 2-1 Pepperdine, and Will Eichen to serve. For Pepperdine, a rather young team, 13 freshmen, 5 newcomers, and 6 redshirt freshmen. But they do have the key players in place, like Jasper. Oh, nice block up front once again. That was Gentry along with Sharpenacre. Waves finally get it over. Hit there by Spadero. Waves go back to Jasper with a rip. Jalen Jasper once again. Pepperdine 3. And the Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters have won. They go by LMU, but here on the West Coast, LMU usually stands for Loyola Marymount University. Let's go here in Southern California, about 19 miles away, and the big rival of Pepperdine in all sports. Cooch on the back set to Sharpenacre off the blocks and able to score. Fuller was there along with Rosick. 3-2 Pepperdine. Waves ranked number 5 in the nation, picked second in the Mount Pacific Sports Federation. Waves who won the MPSF tournament last year for the 6th time, last regular season title in 2019. 5 national titles, and driving it down, Jalen Jasper. They say it has a vertical of about 40 inches, and he was way up top on that one. 4-2 Pepperdine in set number 2. Waves off to a great start, hitting 400 to begin things, and for the Rail Splitters, 167. Over the middle, Gentry, a quick swing. For Lincoln Memorial, they have 2 players from Southern California. Their setter, Cole Cooch, he's from Torrance, attended Orange Coast Community College and South Torrance High School, and he was honorable mention All-American last year. He's wearing number 14 for the Rail Splitters. This is Spadero, the freshman outside hitter. And then the Rail Splitters, again, have probably more fans here than the Pepperdine faithful. Ethan Morgan, also from Southern California. He's a 6'6" junior, middle blocker from Torrance. He went to El Camino Community College in Torrance. Family and friends get a chance to come out and see Cooch and Morgan on this West Coast swing. Set goes outside, Camposano. Good athlete, strong arm. Again, led this Rail Splitter team 211 kills. A program that won their last 10 matches of 2022, including the national championship in the IVA, Independent Volleyball Association, where there are 11 schools. This is Rosick with a tap. They go outside of Camposano, knocked down by Akeem Wumi, along with Dvorak. Nice blocking up front by Pepperdine. First ever meeting between the 2 schools. And Lincoln Memorial, a great effort so far. And they have given Pepperdine all they can handle. A long way to go in this one. Wave serving, Deluzio. On the back set, Spadero drives it, able to score. Spadero at 6'4", and the freshman has looked very good. He's their leading scorer with 4 kills, along with Camposano, also with 4. All right, this is Cole Cooch out of Southern California. Honorable mention All-American last year. Averaged 9.42 assists per game, and also had 49 kills, so he's an offensive threat. And there's Jasper once again. Waves running that back row attack with Jasper. You know, a lot of teams, when you have athletic programs, and nowadays almost everybody does, they run that big attack, that back row quick, a style of offense that allows a team to disguise the intended hitter with a quick set. And the Waves have run that well so far, and they're hitting 368 for the match, and Lincoln Memorial 175. There you see Jonathan Winder. As good a center, good a player at the college game as ever seen. Waves last year at home were 12-3. Service ace for the Rail Splitters. About 60 miles north of Knoxville, a small community here in Malibu. Only about 13,000 residents, but it's very wealthy to say the least, and a lot of rich and famous movie stars live in the area. Lady Gaga, Cher, Leonardo DiCaprio, Dustin Hoffman, to name a few, Tom Hanks. And you might see him walking around town in a market or a local restaurant if you come into Malibu. And a school that overlooks the Pacific Ocean. A lot of great programs in business and law. Lincoln Memorial specialize in veterinary medicine, strong law school programs, and they support 22 different sports. Again, their men's basketball team is 13-1, one of the very best in Division II. All right, Aiken to serve. We're 8-8 in set number 2. Waves go to Jasper again with a rip. Not much you can do with that. Double blockers there, Sharpenacre and Gentry. Waves up 9-8. Pepperdine won the first set, 25-18. Waves ended up hitting 333 in set number 1. There were only 2 ties and 1 lead changes, but again, the sets seem to be much closer than the score would indicate. Sharpenacre, 6'6" senior out of Columbus, Ohio. Had 154 kills last year. Solid performer. Talked about Pepperdine being such a strong serving team last year. So are the Rail Splitters. Outaced their opponents 134-107. Service error inside down Pepperdine, and the Waves take a 10-9 lead in set number 2. The Rail Splitters recorded 16 shutouts, 16 sweeps last year. They were shut out twice. And for Pepperdine, they had 13 shutouts and were shut out 2 times. However, the Waves went 4-3 in 5-set matches, and those 5-set matches can make or break your season. And the good teams managed to win those 5-setters. We're tied at 10 in set number 2. Ladero with the jump serve cross court. Waves go back row to DeLucio. Nice set by Dvorak. Bryce Dvorak. Take another look. It was Cole handled that serve. You know, coaches talk about 2 things you have to do to be a success in volleyball. Number 1, you have to have a great serve, and number 2, you have to be able to receive. And they certainly encompass a number of things. If you have a great serve, you put the other team on the defensive and make it difficult to get a good offensive shot. Great save by Cole a moment ago. Outside Campasano with the hit. We get a whistle. We're going to get a net against Pepperdine and a point to Lincoln Memorial. And we're tied at 11 in the second set. If you have a strong serve, you make it difficult for the other team's offense to get a high percentage shot. But if you receive well, then you can set your offense and get a good looking shot. So receiving and serving so important in this game, as they will mop things up on the Pepperdine side. Waves hitting 390 for the match. In this second set, 545 on 6 kills, 11 swings, and no attack errors. Lincoln Memorial has settled down. They're hitting 385 in the second set. 7 kills, 13 swings, and only 2 attack errors. Cole Campasano with 5 kills, hitting 308. Jalen Jasper already with 11 kills on 17 swings, only 1 attack error, and hitting 588. Lucio was hitting 556 with 6 kills, 9 swings, and 1 attack error. So for a first match of the season for both of these teams, they have executed very well so far. 12-11 Pepperdine. And this is Cole Rosick. The jump serve, a lot of ball movement on that serve over the middle. That is Aiken, but missed it wide. Pepperdine 13 and Lincoln Memorial 11. Opening night for both programs, going to be a great run to a national championship. We mentioned as Division I men's volleyball evolving. Oh, what a block. Rumi on the stuff along with Bryce Dvorak. We got a timeout taken by the Rail Splitters. Waves up 14-11 in set number 2. They're up 1-0. You're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network.
What is our way? Our way is unrelenting, imposing as the mountaintops to our east, strong as the ocean to our west. Our way is forward, challenged by past achievement, expecting future success. Our way is committed, devoted, passionate. Our way fuels us to be different, to be inspired, to have faith in each other. What is our way? Our way is West.
Pepperdine up 1-0. They won the first set 25-18, but the second set has been a battle, 14-11. In set number 2, the Waves do have the edge. As you see Joe DeLuzio, Waves hitting a whopping .390 for the match. And for Lincoln Memorial, 156. Waves blocking has improved greatly in the second set, and Diggs, the Waves have the edge, 17-11. Pepperdine now with 9 blocks and 7 for Lincoln Memorial. As you'll see Akin Wumi, Southern California, and came up with a big block. Jalen Jasper, 11 kills on 17 swings and 1 attack air, hitting .588. And there's John Cash, the head coach of the Rail Splitters, with an outstanding job. 4 national IBA Division II championships, 4 straight. Right on the outside, Capasano goes up high and drives it. Waves cover on the backside. Jasper slams it. Capasano does a great job to keep it in play, and then Scharfenegger with the hit. Waves back. DeLuzio. Oh, what a block! Cooch and Eichen. I'll tell you, when you look at Lincoln Memorial, they've got a number, and although they play Division II, there's some Division I players on this program. Watch it again. DeLuzio had a good look and tried to go inside, and Eichen was there. 14-12, Pepperdine with the advantage in the second set. National championship this year. Be at George Mason in Fairfax, Virginia. On the back set, Jasper, but that comes up short. Attack air. Well, Lincoln Memorial with Cooch at the service line, the setter. 14-13 Pepperdine. In 2023, George Mason will host 2024 Long Beach State here in Southern California. And that one gets away, side out Pepperdine. In 2025, it'll be Ohio State to host the NCAA tournament. In 2026, they come back to UCLA, who hosted last year and won by Hawaii, knocking off Long Beach State. National tournament May 4th through the 6th. The MPSF tournament will be at Stanford this year, predetermined April 19th through April 22nd. And the Waves are picked second in the MPSF. Waves try to get it over, tapped over by DeLuzio. Cooch gets a touch. Capasano goes over the block and drops it in. Oh, a nice read by the senior from Louisville, Kentucky. Capasano now with 6 kills. 15-14 Pepperdine, and Capasano at the service line. The outside hitter. At 325 last year. The Waves have all they can handle, and so a top program like Pepperdine, they're playing a top Division II program like Lincoln Memorial. Hit over there, Anderson Buller. So the 7 conferences, the newest one is the Northeast Conference with 8 schools. That includes Damon, a school you've probably never heard of, DeUville out of Buffalo, New York. And the DeUville Saints, then you have Fairleigh Dickinson, Long Island, St. Francis of Brooklyn, St. Francis of Pennsylvania, Merrimack playing their very first season of men's volleyball, and then Sacred Heart. Those are the 8 schools in the newest conference, Northeastern Conference. Oh, the block, and nice job by Eichen and Scharfenegger. Boy, Eichen is really good at 6'9". He has been a presence. Eichen serving 16-15 Pepperdine. You also have the Southern Intercollegiate Conference that has 6 schools. Schools like Morehouse College, Central State, Benedict College, Edward Waters, who the Waves will play on the 13th here in Malibu from Jacksonville, Florida, Kentucky State, and Fort Valley State. And those are the 2 newest conferences. And then, of course, you have the Mount Pacific Sports Federation. Point for Pepperdine, 17-15 Waves. John Cash along the sidelines, and now Jonathan Winder. And you have the Midwest Intercollegiate Volleyball Association, the Conference Carolinas, the Big West, that very well might be the strongest conference in the country. The likes of Hawaii, Long Beach State, Santa Barbara, UC Irvine. kill there from the outside. 17-16. We'll take another look. Great set for Spadero, able to get the kill. And then you have the Eastern Intercollegiate Volleyball Association that lost 3 schools. On Penn State, the team picked to win that league. Hawaii picked to win the Big West. That shot there by Rosick is good. Cole Rosick comes up with a kill. And number 19 for the Waves, another much improved player. Now see, this may be challenged. It will be challenged by the Rail Splitters, saying it was out of bounds. And the call on the court that it was a kill and inbounds. Now each coach will get 3 challenges. If you win your challenge, you keep them. If you lose it, you go down 1. In the women's volleyball, you get 2 challenges and the same rules apply. Let's take another look. Right there, Rosick, the 3 blockers right there. And maybe they even touched it, I'm not sure. Another angle, 3 blockers. Very well might have been touched. We're going to try to see where it landed. That might have been out of bounds from that angle anyway. We'll see. Right in front of the Rail Splitters bench. Take another look. Got those blockers. That looks like it is out of bounds. But it may have been touched. That's the other thing. You got 3 blockers there. Somebody might have got a hand on it. Spadero specifically, because that ball is really way wide. So we would have to think that may have been touched. And remember, it's got to be definitive, absolute, to change the call. If it does go to a 5th set, each coach will get an additional challenge. Well, Troy Kravitz, the down official, and they're going to say it was not touched. It did go out of bounds. The call is reversed. Point to the Rail Splitters. And John Cash keeps his challenge, and he gets high fives from the team. And Jonathan Winder can just sit and watch, and we're tied at 17. Now for Lincoln Memorial, and they're going to play UC San Diego tomorrow night in Santa Barbara. They'll take on the Gauchos, ranked number 7 in the nation, on Friday, and then Cal State Northridge on Saturday. Boy, those 3 schools got to pay attention. This is a really good Lincoln Memorial team, a service ace, and the Rail Splitters have the lead, 18-17. Again, both these teams top serving programs. And the Waves find themselves down 18-17 in the second set. Pepperdine won the first set, 25-18. They hit 333. But the match, Pepperdine's really cooled off. They're down at 265. Cole handles it. Dvorak goes backside. Jasper. Jalen Jasper is primed for a huge season. Nice set by Dvorak, knowing exactly where Jasper is. And going cross court, we're even at 18. Pepperdine serving. Anderson Fuller with the jump floater. Cooch outside. Spadero knocked down Jasper. Akeem Woomy. Boy, Jasper is all over the court. He's the one guy that the Rail Splitters do not match up with. There are many teams who do. Okay, this is going to be challenged once again by John Cash. If nothing else, it's kind of a useful timeout, whether you win it or lose it. And you roll the dice, and if you win it, you get a big turnaround. 19-18 Pepperdine. The call on the court was Jalen Jasper with the kill. John Cash challenging that. Not sure if it was a net. Well, they're going to say, yeah, it was a net. So Cash has won both of his challenges. He still has 3. That changes things, and the Rail Splitters take the lead at 19-18. They're calling a net against Pepperdine. And for both these teams, their opening night, there are no other matches going on involving the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation. They go it alone. But for both these teams, they've looked very sharp in their very first match of the season. It's not always the case. You've got nerves. And for the Rail Splitters, they're traveling.
serve for the Rail Splitters.
So it will be Chase Padero. The freshman high toss, delivers, and sends it long. Service error. That's a big play in this second set. We're tied at 19. You've got some momentum. You've won a couple of challenges, and then it gets away on a serve. That's 11 errors for Lincoln Memorial. But if you're a school going on the road playing a top program, you've got to take chances and really give your best serve. Waves get an ace. Waves now have 3 aces and just 6 errors. Jalen Jasper, 2 aces, 12 kills, hitting .476. He has 5 digs and a block. He has 21 swings and only 2 attack errors. There you see the All-American, 4-time All-American outside hitter. 6'7" graduate from Annapolis, Maryland. Waves up 2019, second set. Cabasano knocked down Akeem Woomy and Bryce Dvorak. Take a look at this. See how high Akeem Woomy gets up. Cabasano, great look. Look there, Akeem Woomy. Timeout taken by the Rail Splitters. 21-19 Pepperdine. And the Waves getting great performances from just about everyone, but certainly Jalen Jasper has been outstanding. Waves certainly 3 aces, just 6 errors for the Rail Splitters. 3 aces, but 11 errors. We'll take a look at Jalen Jasper. That was brought to you by University Credit Union on both sides of the court. You can move him in the back row. He's so athletic, strong arm, and again, all that experience. Jalen Jasper, number 23. You see Will Eichen, number 8, the 6'9" middle, has been excellent tonight. 2 kills with 4 blocks. Akeem Woomy with 4 blocks. Playing the middle. And you see Jalen Jasper enjoying the music and the atmosphere, and for both these programs, glad to see the season finally starting after practicing for about 6-7 weeks. There you see Jalen, former National High School Player of the Year in 2017. Talked about his dad, Ivan, the offensive coordinator at the Naval Academy. Mom played volleyball at the University of Hawaii. Actually played basketball. Probably could have played volleyball. 21-19 Pepperdine. Second set, Waves won the first set, 25-18, and Jalen will be at the service line. High toss and delivers, and missed it just long. Side out for Lincoln Memorial. Private school like Pepperdine. Over 4,000 students. The Waves, again, are going to challenge this. And if you're Jonathan Winder, why not? Acts as a timeout, and you just might win the challenge. The call on the court was a service error. And the Waves are saying it might have been good. Troy grab it right on it. I think sooner or later they got to put a time limit. Oh, they're going to say it was good. A service ace. Wow.
Ball is now returned. Ball is in.
Well, Jonathan Winder will keep his challenge. And both coaches are right on. They haven't missed one yet. And again, Jonathan Winder had to look cross court. He's at the other end of the floor and able to see that. And that really turns things around. 22-19 Pepperdine. And that could be deflating for Lincoln Memorial. Out of Harrogate, Tennessee, about 60 miles north of Knoxville. Jasper again delivers. Great ball movement. A quick hitter there by Gentry, taps it over. Almost missed it and mistimed it, and able to get it over. You see Matthew Gentry, 22-20 Waves.
Matthew Gentry to serve for
Right around 300-400 on hand at Firestone Fieldhouse. School still is not in session. It won't start again until next Monday. Gentry with a jump serve. Dvorak goes outside and missing it wide. And that is Rosick. Had a good look.
Timeout is called by
And Pepperdine will take a timeout. Waves up 22-21 in this second set. Waves won the first set 25-18. Pepperdine only hitting 143 in the second set. Lincoln Memorial 240. And for the match, Pepperdine hitting 255. Lincoln Memorial 182. Pepperdine picked second in the strong Mount Pacific Sports Federation, with UCLA picked number 1. Waves have a daunting schedule this year. They're going to play at Hawaii twice. And Hawaii, the defending national champions, and they have all 7 starters back, and to play in Honolulu before 6,000 as we take a look at some of the highlights brought to you by University Credit Union. You see Sharpenacre from the outside for Lincoln Memorial. They're in the blue and white. Pepperdine in the orange, blue, and white. Jonathan Winter looking at some statistics. The Waves, of course, have to play such a strong conference schedule. They're going to play Santa Barbara. They'll play UC Irvine down the road. They'll actually play Harvard at home. Have to play Brigham Young twice. Play at Stanford twice. They'll actually play Santa Barbara twice and Irvine twice. And George Mason. And they're going to play Penn State down in Texas in a week or so. Schedule really strong. Diving save by Cole. The libero. Rosick with the hit. Sharpenacre is there. On the other side, Cabasano. Cole again with the save. On the other side, Jasper. Number 23. Probably going to be a National Player of the Year candidate. And gives the Waves a 23-21 lead. Again, he's the one player that the Rail Splitters do not match up with. Give a lot of credit to Bryce Dvorak and Pepperdine's ball handling for getting the ball to Jalen Jasper. 13 kills on 22 swings, only 2 attack errors, hitting .500. 23-21 Pepperdine, tapped over there by Spadero. Waves again, this one Akeem Wumi with a tap, and gets the point. Set point number 1 for the Waves, 24-21. Akeem Wumi, number 25 for Pepperdine in the blue, white, and orange. Waves serving. Diving save back there by Cabasano, and then driving it is Eichen, and able to get the point. But oh, what a save back there by Cole Cabasano. He is a terrific player. 24-22, Pepperdine. But it really was all about Cabasano saving it. That's set point number 2 for the Waves in the second set, trying to go up 2-0. Cooch, the setter, delivers. Top spin, Dvorak. Backside, Jasper puts it away, and Pepperdine wins 25-22. The Waves take a 2-0 lead as the team will change sides. The Waves setting 291 for the match. Lincoln Memorial 190 will come back with set number 3. You're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network.
Nobody said it was easy. That's why you shoot 1,000 3-pointers, make 300, study all night, then shoot 1,000 more. Get straight A's. Keep practicing. Be a good friend. Push through it. Make the playoffs. Graduate cum laude. University Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the West Coast Conference. From earning interest to getting a loan, our rates beat the competition because we believe your bank should work as hard as you do.
You know, I'm trying to change the game. I'm born and raised in LA. In so many different cultures, everyone has a word for kind of the cool uncle. You know, I'm everybody's uncle and I'm going to treat you like family at my firm. Insurance companies, defense counsel, all these guys, they don't care about you. They want to get out of having to pay you $1. I'm here for the people. You don't want to ever go into a fight where the other side has a lawyer and you don't. All I want to do is be the LA lawyer go-to, and I'm here for everybody.
I wanted to wake up to the sound of the ocean.
Sun and surf. That's what we were looking for.
But the moment we arrived, we found so much more. We found beauty.
We found adventure.
We found a place we'll never, ever forget.
little bit of AC/DC in the background here at Firestone Fieldhouse as the Waves take a 2-0 lead, and the Waves hitting for the match. They're hitting 291. Lincoln Memorial hitting 190s. We take a look at some of the highlights in the second set, brought to you by University Credit Union. And again, Jalen Jasper, a huge match. 14 kills, hitting 522 on 23 swings and 2 attack errors. For Lincoln Memorial, the freshman Chase Badero with 6 kills, hitting 214. Diggs, the Waves 24-15. Their ball handling's been excellent, and blocking 11-11, all even. Serving, though, the Waves with 3 aces, make it 4 aces, just 6 errors. And for Lincoln Memorial, 3 aces and 11 errors. There were 8 ties and 2 lead changes in set number 2. As you take a look at some of the numbers, in the Diggs 24-15, kills 25-21. The Waves hitting 291 for the match. And for Lincoln Memorial, 190. Again, every set has been very close. Waves won the first set 25-18, the second set 25-22. And there you see John Cash in his 6th season. Former high school coach at Miami East in Ohio. Women's volleyball won a couple of state championships. Also coached tennis, baseball, and basketball in high school. Graduate of the University of Dayton back in 1995. And again played minor league baseball with the Baltimore Orioles from 1990 through 1992. Waves home on the 13th, on Friday the 13th. Pepperdine against Edward Waters, Division II school playing Division I men's volleyball. First serve at 6 p.m. And we'll have a wave cast in the WCC network tomorrow night. Pepperdine men's basketball taking on Santa Clara, 7 o'clock. Again, a waves cast on the WCC network. All right, crowd settling back in. 2-0 Pepperdine. Tony Chan, the up official. Troy Gravitt, the down official. It will be the Rail Splitters to bring it into play. Out of the South Atlantic Conference in other sports, Pepperdine in the West Coast Conference in other sports. Nice block up front once again. Fuller denied, and then Deluzio blocking again as Gentry. Waves over the middle a 3rd time, and Fuller puts it away. So Anderson Fuller out of Manlius, New York, outside of Syracuse. Went to Fayetteville Manlius High School, a top 50 recruit in the U.S. Junior National Team. His mom, Jennifer, played volleyball at the University of Maryland, and his dad, Hans, played club volleyball at the University of Maryland. Anderson Fuller, number 5 of the Waves. All right, Gentry has to set to Scharfenaker, who drops it in. And we're 1-1 in the 3rd set. So for the Rail Splitters, and they have come in here with great energy and intensity, and they have given Pepperdine all they can handle. Again, the scores don't do this match justice. It has been very close, and the Waves have had to battle for every point. Waves winning the first set 25-18. Set number 2, much closer, 25-22. And they clean things up once again. Lincoln Memorial, they're up at Santa Barbara for the next 3 matches. San Diego tomorrow, UC San Diego tomorrow night, Santa Barbara Friday, and Cal State Northridge on Saturday. All those schools out of the Big West. Jalen Jasper. I mean, he's just dominating the match. He's been that good. He has 5 digs, 4 aces, a block, now 15 kills, hitting better than 500. Unstoppable tonight. All right, Waves serving. Cooch has to run it down. Scharfenaker with the hit. Cole delivers. Over the middle, Fuller, was it touched? And they say no, it goes out of bounds. And the Waves are going to challenge at that little green card. Both coaches still have 3 challenges. Waves are saying it was touched. The call in the court, it was an attack error. And we'll take a look at this one as you see Jonathan Winder, assisted by Matthew Pollack and Hardy Woolridge. Matthew Pollack returning for his 4th season, and Hardy in his very first year. Again, each coach gets 3 challenges. If you win, you keep your challenge. If you lose, you're down 1. And if it goes to a 5th set, each coach gets an additional challenge. In women's volleyball, we get 2 challenges, and again, the same rules apply. If you win, you keep it. If you lose, you're down 1. Let's take another look. Well, it's tough. Fuller at 6'9", going above the block. He'd look for the hand or the fingers to go backwards. It's really close. Defending there was Gentry at 6'7", or is that Eichen? It's like Gentry. We'll see. Troy Gravett has been right on it. You know, we always, it was touched. So Jonathan Winder wins his challenge, and the coaches are on fire. They haven't missed yet. And a point to Pepperdine, 3-1 Waves, and Fuller gets the kill. If they keep stats on percentages, how many challenges you win and how many you lose. I'm sure somebody's keeping stats somewhere. All right, 3-1 Pepperdine. Waves serving, that comes up short. Some serve there, missing by Joe DeLuzio. Side out in favor of Lincoln Memorial, 3-2. Pepperdine out in front, up 2-0. And this is the freshman Shea Spadero. That's 6 kills, and tied with Camposano with 6. Waves backside, Jasper. Solomon gets a touch. They go outside, Camposano drives it. Pepperdine is there. Back row attack, that is DeLuzio. Ball hits one of the fixtures, that is in play. Volleyed over by Solomon. Pepperdine again, back row, or backside it goes to Jasper with the put away. Those light fixtures sit a little bit low and started to steal beams, and invariably a ball will hit one of those light fixtures or the beam. And if it comes back on the same side, it is in play. If it goes to the other side, then it will be an attack error and a point to the other team. And they go over those rules before every match. All right, Waves on the offensive. Jasper again off the blocks, and it's knocked back there. Waves again, this time Akeem Wumi. Oh, what a play by Gentry. Matthew Gentry on the U.S. National Beach Volleyball team. 6'7" redshirt junior out of Hudson, Ohio. And Lincoln Memorial will be a top team in Division II in the IBA. Certainly would think the team to beat this year. This is Gentry once again. Tonight he has 4 kills, a couple of blocks. Will Eichen has 4 blocks. Pepperdine's Akeem Wumi with 4, and Dvorak with 3. Dvorak with 28 assists. Will Eichen with the block back. I think Memorial's blocking has been impressive. You know, you look at Division II schools, you might think they're a little bit smaller, 6'5", 6'6", but no, Gentry's 6'7", Eichen is 6'9", and they have been a factor tonight. We're tied at 4 in the 3rd set. Gentry delivers. Again, you see all the service errors. That's 12 with 3 aces, but you're playing top teams on the road. You can't allow a team like Pepperdine or UCLA to set their offense and get easy sets and easy on the offense. So you got to take chances and try to put Pepperdine on its heels. And when you do that, sometimes you get a lot of service errors. And then Jasper again with his 5th service ace. A lot of ball movement by Jalen. For a school, in fact, most schools have to do that against top programs. Gamble with the serve. Location, hard topspin, strong jump serve. Coaches will tell you that they will service to ace to error ratio will be like 1-2 or 1-3. Pepperdine Dvorak. Outside DeLuzio. Well, Megan Rosick this time getting the kill. Cole Rosick on a nice set by Dvorak, who now has 29 assists. But again, aces to error ratio, the coaches will tell you 1-2 or 1-3. And you have 4 aces, 8 errors, that's pretty good. Now, tonight the Waves have 5 aces, just 7 errors, which is excellent. For Lincoln Memorial, 3 aces, 12 errors, so that's a 1-4 ratio. But again, they got to take some chances. Camposano drives it and missed it long. Pepperdine 8 and Lincoln Memorial 4. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Rail Splitters. They're down 2-0, trailing set 3, 8-4. We'll come back. You're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network.
Family values, reputation, community. These aren't just buzzwords at Rusnak. We've earned our stars. In fact, our customers give us an average rating of 4.8 online. That's one reason people continue to choose Rusnak BMW. And if you're tired of hearing no cars here, we have new cars arriving weekly, including the X5. So if you're ready to start hearing, yeah, we have that, click or call us. Rusnak, it's that easy.
Welcome back into Firestone Fieldhouse in the Pepperdine campus. I'm Al Epstein. The Waves with a 2-0 lead in the match and leading 8-4 in set number 3. Now time for our Rusnak BMW play of the game, brought to you by Rusnak BMW. Waves, it's been about Jalen Jasper, but great performance there. Great save by Trey Cole. And then the Waves driving it. Again, the Rail Splitters, they went back and forth. Cole with another great dig, and then you see Jalen Jasper take another look. Just a solid hit, and Jasper's been so good tonight. And our play of the match been brought to you by Rusnak BMW. The ultimate driving machine, ready to buy or lease a BMW. We're closer than you think. Just click or call Rusnak BMW in Thousand Oaks. Rusnak BMW. Rusnak is proud to be a sponsor of Pepperdine Waves men's volleyball. All right, Jalen Jasper, 16 kills. Joe DeLucio was 6. Leading scorer for Lincoln Memorial. Spadero was 6, and Cabasano was 6 kills. Service error. Jalen Jasper hitting .519. Again, he's looking at double and triple team blocks. Just hammering the ball time and time again. Give a lot of credit to Pepperdine receiving and then getting the ball to Dvorak. We're able to get the sets. Jasper, 16 kills on 27 swings, hitting .519. Only 2 attack errors. He has 5 aces, 5 digs, and a block. 8-5 in the third set. Waves up 2-0. Jasper, this time, Eichen and Cabasano with a block. Jasper is so confident right now. Watch it again. It's a great block by the Rail Splitters, coming up big on the All-American Jalen Jasper, the transfer from Stanford. All right, Dvorak goes back row this time. We're going to get a whistle. Going to be a back row violation against Pepperdine. He was over the line, and a point to the Rail Splitters. 8-7. Rail Splitters down by just 1. For Lincoln Memorial, they house the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Library. Most extensive in the country. Nice save there by Solomon. Cabasano with the hit, goes back outside, blocked there, but the point for Pepperdine. Joe DeLuzio. Korasek coming up big. They'll mop things up on the Pepperdine side. John Cash looks along the sidelines. Team down 9-7. Waves home on Friday the 13th when they take on Edward Waters out of Jacksonville, Florida, Division II school. 6 p.m. for serve. Orasic to serve for Pepperdine. Pepperdine men's basketball here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. against Santa Clara. We'll have a Wave cast of the WCC network. All right, Waves on the offensive outside. DeLucio goes over the block. This is Solomon setting, and this is picked 3rd, Grand Canyon 4th, SC 5th, BYU 6th, and Concordia 7th. Charbonnecker with a kill. 10-8 Pepperdine. BYU looking to make a comeback, boy. They were down last year, and the preseason poll picked 6th. They're usually right at the top of the national rankings. They are receiving votes just outside the top 15. Waves have to go to Provo twice this season. And Cabasano comes up short, side down Pepperdine, 11-8. And again, you've got to roll the dice if you're Lincoln Memorial. You just cannot let Pepperdine get into their offense easily. And so you gamble with strong serves and try to put the other team on their heels and make it difficult to set their offense. 3 aces, 13 airs for Lincoln Memorial, and the Waves get a let's serve and another ace. Akin Wumi, who was an outside hitter up until this season. Jump serve. Just a great athlete and a chance to play this year, but they moved him to middle. It's a tough transition sometimes, and misses long, and side out to Lincoln Memorial. Akin Wumi tonight, 4 kills, just making 4 blocks, an ace and a dig and 1 kill. But he's in there for defense more than anything else. 12-9 Pepperdine. And the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation, those teams will get underway. Most of them begin tomorrow, the next couple days over the weekend. Dvorak, they jousted the net, one by Dvorak. And volleyed over by Cabasano. Waves again, this time Dvorak with a smash hit. Dvorak is an offensive threat. Dvorak last year had 44 kills, but it's his serve that is so devastating. 51 aces last year leading Pepperdine. 13-9 Waves. Service ace. He's got a great arm. I mean, if they ever needed an outside hitter in a pinch, he'd be the guy. 14-9 Pepperdine. All right, Dvorak again. Waves serving has been a big difference. Put a lot of pressure on Lincoln Memorial. This time tapped over by Spadero. We're going to get, I think, a back row violation against Lincoln Memorial. 14-10 Pepperdine. Waves with 7 aces, just 9 airs. That is a great ace-to-air ratio. And one reason why Lincoln Memorial is hitting only 174 for the match. Pepperdine 257. Dvorak sets outside. Jasper pounds it, able to score. 15-10 Pepperdine. Waves last year at home were 12-3, 7-7 on the road. For the Rail Splitters last year, they went 9-0 at home and 11-7 on the road. They are 4-time defending IVA national champion, the Independent Volleyball Association Division II. Spadero again with a kill. He looked good. Well, Lincoln Memorial is going to be a team to be reckoned with in Division II in the national championships this year. Why the defending national champs? Again, they'll clean things up on the Pepperdine side. I think they've won it back-to-back. There was no championship in 2020 with the pandemic. Long Beach State won it in 18-19. That's sort of the schools in the Midwest, like Ohio State. Penn State on the east. Won national titles. Lewis also strong. Ball State is strong once again. Cabasano driving it. Nice save back there by DeLucio, and then Jalen Jasper. And the youngsters in attendance. Yeah, good crowd on a very wet, rainy, cold, and foggy night here in Southern California. Waves up 16-11 and trying to get a shutout against a very good Lincoln Memorial team. This one comes up short. Anderson Buller at 6'9". I mentioned Bryce Dvorak, the 6'4" junior from Newport Beach, 2021 ABCA National Freshman of the Year. Came out of Corona Del Mar High School, top 50. His dad, Rudy, played volleyball at USC, and his uncle, Dusty, a legend, played at USC and was the setter on that 1984 U.S. Olympic team that won gold. And Bryce Dvorak making a name for himself, the youngster. You see some youngsters, some Pepperdine fans, and still celebrating the new year. 16-13 Pepperdine. And Rail Splitters, Gentry rocks and delivers, but the Waves able to handle it. Outside, Jasper goes cross court. Sharpenacre covers, goes back to Sharpenacre. The cross court hit. Cole has to set on the other side to Lucio. Sharpenacre again. A high set to Cabasano, but the block is there. King Wumi and Jasper on the double block. Our director tonight, Jonah Barony, our producing, Kristen Elizondo. We thank them, executive producer Willie Rodriguez and Archie Coruscani, our entire Game On Entertainment crew. Special thanks to Sarah Ottoman and Madison Parham out of the Pepperdine Athletics Communications Department. We thank them all. They do such a great job night in and night out. Cabasano with a rip, able to score. 17-14 Pepperdine. And Lincoln Memorial just trying to get this set, get this to a 4th set. They are in striking distance, down by only 3. 17-14, but down in the match 2 sets to none. And you see Jonathan Winder. Waves won the first set 25-18. Pepperdine the second 25-22. This match has been close throughout. Very competitive. Jasper again, and let's see who he got it. Well, the officials kind of looked at each other. I think it's going to be challenged. Well, maybe not. John Cash walked over. Yeah, he's challenging with that little green card. And I think there should be a time limit in men and women's volleyball on these challenges. 90 seconds, 2 minutes, not too much to ask. So far, the coaches have been right on. John Cash has challenged twice and won both, and so has Jonathan Winder. Take another look. Jasper with the hit. It wasn't touched. That looks like it was wide. It was in. Troy Gravitt, the down official. Tony Chan, the up official. The Waves got the point, and Jasper now with 19 kills, hitting .485. Well, that was right in front of the Lincoln Memorial bench, so John Cash had a good look. It may have been touched also, but 18-14 Pepperdine trying to finish strong. Waves had 13 shutouts last year. They were shut out twice. Solomon has to handle it over the middle. It's Eichen with the put away. Will Eichen in the middle. Yeah, didn't play much last year. He may have been injured. 6'9" senior out of Dayton, Ohio. He can play the outside if necessary. And he had been very good. Eichen with 4 kills, but 7 blocks. Diggs, 31-23 Pepperdine. 18-15 Waves. Cabasano delivers and missed it long. Well, service error. Again, you got to roll the dice. If you're Lincoln Memorial, Waves just too talented, and of course you're on the road against the top Division I program, currently ranked number 5 in the preseason poll, picked 2nd in the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation. Keen Wumi delivers, puts the rail splitters on the defensive. Dvorak on the backside, Jasper. Solomon got a touch, too hot to handle. Jalen Jasper with his 20th kill. 20-15 Pepperdine. The rail splitters will take a timeout. And the Waves up 2 sets to none as we take a look at some of the highlights. Brought to you by University Credit Union.
Feel like you're serving with your personal financial plan.
You see the Pepperdine bench. And for Pepperdine, they will not play again until the 13th, Friday the 13th, lucky or unlucky, here in Malibu. First serve at 6 p.m. against Edward Waters University out of Jacksonville, Florida. The Tigers, who are playing Division I men's volleyball, but they are Division II school like Lincoln Memorial. And for the Waves, they'll have to be off for 9 days, a chance to work on a number of things. But the Waves up 20-15 in the 3rd set. This being brought to you by University Credit Union and A3 Visual. As our fine sponsors following Pepperdine Sports, can't thank them enough. All right, crowd of around 400 or 500 on hand at Firestone Fieldhouse. It's a small arena, seats around 3,100. They're looking to build a new event center, and we'll seat about 4,000, and hopefully around 2025, 2026. And not that far away as we move into 2023. Mentioned the Waves are playing the West Coast Conference and other sports. Gonzaga, Brigham Young, St. Mary's, San Francisco. Well, BYU will lead the WCC on July 1st of this year, go to the Big 12, leaving the conference with 9 schools. All right, back row attack, Cabasano. Nice set by Cooch. 2016 Pepperdine.
Number 7, Luigi Piccini, and for Lincoln Memorial to serve.
Now, Luigi Piccini comes in to serve, a 6'4" sophomore out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. High toss and delivers. Strong jump serve. Dvorak goes outside. Hit there, DeLucio. It is covered. Scharfenegger with a rip. I say back there by Rosick is an excellent ball handler. Spadero with a tap. Tries to get the Waves off balance, get their timing off. DeLucio again, kept in play. Great job by Cooch. And then off the block, Spadero. Oh, what a play by Cooch, the setter, to keep that ball in play. The Waves thought they had the point and almost stopped for a moment. Take a look at this. Look at the play. One-handed by Cooch. The Waves are going to take a timeout. 2017. Pepperdine with the lead in the third set, but they have a 2-0 lead in the match. Nice job by Lincoln Memorial, again within striking distance, and if they can pull this third set out, now all of a sudden you get into a fourth and you're playing with some momentum and get back in the match. As we take a look at the highlights brought to you by University Credit Union. As Campusano has been busy for the Waves. It's Trey Cole. Trey Cole has 9 digs tonight. Dvorak was 7 and 3 blocks to go along with 34 assists. You see some of the fans, and that rainstorm figures to continue tomorrow and tomorrow night as the rail splitters go up the coast to Santa Barbara, which is about 60 miles north. They brought a lot of fans. In fact, well, I hate to say it, but there's a lot more fans from Lincoln Memorial here than there is for the Pepperdine fans, although looking down below, we do have quite a few. It was about even, maybe 400 or 500 in the building. A lot of fog here along the coast. I don't think they're more than visibility 200 feet. Once again, this is Piccini to serve and comes up short. Just when you make a great play, the timeout by Pepperdine at the perfect timing by Coach Winder, and then you get the service error. You just scored a big point, you've got some momentum, and then all of a sudden, the air comes out of the balloon. 21-17 Waves. Waves to serve, and it will be Bryce Dvorak. Strong left arm. 51 aces last year, one of the best in the country. Delivers the overpass. Dvorak sets, back row, tapped over by Rosick. On the other side, dropping it in, Spadero. Boy, a good-looking freshman. Shea Spadero, 6'4", out of Oviedo, Florida, and Oviedo High School. 21-18, and the rail splitters hanging in there. Scharfenegger to bring it into play. 6'6" senior out of Columbus, Ohio. Starter last year. 154 kills, 17 aces, and comes up short. Now, ultimately, it's going to cost Lincoln Memorial. They have 3 aces and 15 errors. Make it 16, so that's a 1-to-5 ratio. You're going to run into trouble when you get those low numbers. Wave delivered. 22-18 Pepperdine, back row. Cabasano, Waves able to control. On the outside, the stuff, and that is the Waves. Oh, they're going to call mishandling the ball against Pepperdine. Did they give the point? Yeah, they gave it to Lincoln Memorial. I think that's a pretty good call. Mishandling the ball. And so the rail splitters get it. Spadero to bring it into play. 22-19 Waves. Jump service, a good one Waves backside, Jasper able to score once again. 23-19 Pepperdine. Men's volleyball underway in early January. National Championship May 4th through the 6th at George Mason in Fairfax, Virginia. All right, the Waves to serve. This is Ryan Wheeler, a 6'7" junior out of St. Louis, Missouri. Over the middle and pounding it down is Matthew Gentry. Well, it leaves no doubt. 23-20. And Gentry will serve. And for the Rail Splitters here down the stretch, they've got to keep it in play. They just cannot afford any more service errors. 3 aces, 16 errors. Pepperdine, 7 aces, just 10 errors. Gentry delivers good. Ball movement, top spin, Jasper pounds it. Controlled by the Rail Splitters. Campesano weighs pinball. It goes back to Jasper with the hit. Cooch sets over the middle. That is Eichen, but the Waves are there. Comes back in the other side. That is DeLucio. Campesano again. The shot missing, no good. And it's match point number 1 for the Waves. 24-20 Pepperdine. And it will be none other than Jalen Jasper. 21 kills, 35 swings, just 3 attack errors, hitting .486. He has 5 aces tonight, 6 digs and 2 blocks. It might be a career best in the aces for Jalen. 27 aces last year, delivers. Good jump serve. Solomon sets Campesano, drives it. Cole is back there. Over the middle, Dvorak sent back by the Rail Splitters, and then the tap, and a point to Pepperdine, and the Waves win. Pepperdine sweeps a good Lincoln Memorial team, 25-18, 25-22, and 25-20. Pepperdine ends up hitting 247 for the match, and for Lincoln Memorial, 195. We will come back and wrap some things up, a few stats and some highlights. Don't go away, you're watching Wavecast on the WCC Network.
Family values, reputation, community. These aren't just buzzwords at Rusnak. We've earned our stars. In fact, our customers give us an average rating of 4.8 online. That's one reason people continue to choose Rusnak BMW. And if you're tired of hearing no cars here, we have new cars arriving weekly, including the X5. So if you're ready to start hearing, yeah, we have that, click or call us. Rusnak, it's that easy.
Welcome back into Firestone Fieldhouse on the Pepperdine campus in Malibu. I'm Al Epstein with the Waves. Get a shutout over a very good Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters team. You see the scores. The Waves end up hitting 247 for the match. We take a look at some of the highlights. Brought to you by University Credit Union. For Lincoln Memorial, they hit just 195. They're led by the freshman Shea Spadero at 10 kills, 8 for Cole Campesano. Blocking, Will Eichen had 7, and for Cole Cooch, he had 26 assists. For the Waves, they were led by Jalen Jasper, 21 kills on 37 swings, only 3 attack errors, hitting .486, had 5 aces, 6 digs, and 2 blocks. Joe DeLucio with 6 kills. Bryce Dvorak served out 35 assists, had 8 digs, and Trey Cole was terrific in the back row, had 11 digs. Waves again will play on the 13th of Friday night against Edward Waters, 6 p.m. first serve, Lincoln Memorial in Santa Barbara for the weekend, taking on UC San Diego, Santa Barbara, and Cal State Northridge. Waves win at 3-0 for our entire Game On Entertainment crew. I'm Al Epstein. Good night, everyone.